Unfortunately, I haven't played any of the Jack and Daxter games, so I do not know the voice you're working with. There are like a couple voice archetypes in there that I'm just mashing together effectively. Have you done that one? Sari, thank you very much for the donation. I'm running out of free cash to spend, but I have to ask, is there a number that would make you do an ASMR video? I very specifically try to not entertain questions about, oh, if I donated X, would you do Y? Because it makes me feel real weird, and like needy and cloying, and it's like I will very likely do another one in the future at some point, without need for extrinsic motivation. Because then you'll be stuck playing Mario Maker. Yeah, also the idea that like I will do things that I don't necessarily want to do exclusively for money doesn't sit well with me. So I don't want to set that as a precedent. And especially I don't have to set as a precedent here because this is something I do want to do at some point in the future. Just not necessarily a well-defined point in the future just yet.
Hey, you! Over here!
Hey, Cassandra, do you want to join a crew? Just asking.
Oh, good. You're not shooting at me. That's a start. It's been a bit of a day, so I'll get to the point. Yes, I have Crane's research. No, I'm not giving it back. Sorry to disappoint you.
It's fine. Join my crew. Anton wants to probably fix. I imagine he means you. You got the wrong idea about me. I've never met anyone named Crane.
I suppose it does not matter. Either Crane sent you, or you are some scavenger come to rob me in my moment of weakness. Let's make a deal. I'd like to go on living. You'd probably like to make some money. Help me get out of here, and I will pay you for your trouble.
Tell me what you need while you're down here. Tell me what you need while you're down. You're gonna have to make me a better offer. Well, like a better offer than some money? I don't know what some money even is yet. So let's go while you're down here.
Same reason you are, more than likely. I imagine we picked up the same tip. Secret research facility, abandoned town, minimal security.
Is that like a light southern kind of thing? Like a Midwesty? No, I'm tracking down a distress call. It doesn't look like minimal security to me or abandoned. I'm not a bandit like you. I'm gonna say I'm not a bandit like you because I want to know what you're gonna say in response.
Oh, please. I'm not shaking down valuables from hapless travelers. I'm stealing corporate secrets.
What kind of secrets we talking?
This is an underground lab, off the radar. That means their research is secret, and secrets are always valuable. Granted, diet toothpaste is not exactly what comes to mind when I imagine secret research and underground labs.
Did you say diet toothpaste?
Diet toothpaste. Can you imagine a more pernicious example of corporate materialism? I do not know what is worse. Working here, or dying here.
Would you like to join my crew? So I'm glad you went through all this trouble to steal a formula for diet toothpaste. Glad you're finding the time for soul searching, what with being moments away from death. Imagine you're about to find out goodbye. I'm just gonna go for the first one.
What matters is that I have been lied to. I was led to believe this was a high-priority corporate facility hiding valuable research. This job was not supposed to end with me stuck in some wretched lab smelling like rats. So I would be very much obliged if you gave me a break.
All right. What's in it for me?
You mean other than the satisfaction of doing me a good turn? Trust me, I'll make it worth your while.
I don't know, my while is worth a lot.
I am good for my word. You will be equitably rewarded on my honor. But I will not haggle or bargain with you until you help me.
I believe you have honor. Also, by the way, like the red hair with the like slight low light of black, that's a look. That is an absolute look. Tell me what you need. Oh, what you need.
The first thing I need is a key card to unlock my door. Then I'd need you to clear me a path out of here. There are 2 ways out. The quickest is through the front door, but Clio security's bottled up in there. If you don't want to shoot them, I suppose you could talk to them. The other way out is through the loading bay, but you'd have to clear out the wraps for me. Then I could just slip out the back, sight unseen.
Okay, killing the Raps seems like the best way to resolve this. I could probably talk. Like, my dialogue stats are really good, and I can wear dialogue equipment. I can probably talk the guards into letting Cassandra out, likely by saying, "Oh, this is my prisoner. I'm taking her back to town," or something like that. I kind of want to do that because it seems more like actionful than just fighting some Raps. Seems more interesting rather than fighting some Raps. Anton was worried he might have made off with his research, even called you cretins. I'm not about to play errand girl to some pompous bandit. Not pompous. Stop calling her. I'm gonna need a good reason to rest my neck for you. I'll tell you I know Anton.
So you lied about not knowing Crane. I suppose I do not blame you. We liberated that research. We did not steal it. And yes, a few scientists were caught in the crossfire.
Why would you do something for us? You robbed a lab and shot some scientists on the way out. You sound like bandits to me. Nice to know you aren't burned by a conscience. Just to be clear, you aren't common burglars. You are common murderers. I'm gonna go for the fourth. I want to hear a response.
All wars have casualties. I regret taking a life, but we were doing them a mercy. Better to die than live in a state of slavery.
So I don't agree with her. Like I don't agree with that in particular, obviously. You know, I'm pretty on board with the anti-corporatism part, but this. So if I was playing this character entirely as me, I think I would be like, I'm done talking to you. This is fight time. But I, as a character in this game, have already done pretty much exactly what she's saying right now. I've done that. Video game me might be more aligned to that, like, because, you know, killing is significantly less of a unconscionable action in video games. Right, I'll help you out. You're pretty conceited for a common bandit, all this talk of freedom and liberation, but you're stuck down here without my help.
We are all of us trapped. You, me, the scientists. This is not a colony. It is a slave camp. Yes, we raided the lab, shot some guards, killed a few scientists in the crossfire, but it was all for a higher cause.
So you're a murderer with a conscience. The corporations don't care about the cause. Whatever you tear down, they can be rebuilt. That is a good point. That's actually a point that I brought up in part. Welcome to the Republic, Man on Fire 244. Thank you very much for subscribing with the Twitch Prime subscription. Enjoy your emotes in chat, and welcome to the Republic. I'm just gonna make that a palindromic sentence structure instead. My bad. I still need to get the pattern down correctly. But I thought about that after I killed the board members in Groundbreaker, because I just killed some people, but it wasn't going to change, or at least I was wondering if it was going to change the board's influence on the area. Like, maybe because the board has so many resources, this action that I've taken is actually going to cause negative outcomes as a whole, right? The ability to respond in that way. Udom was a V-nasty person, even if it's not damage to the board. Yeah, Udom had to die. Don't get me wrong. It was on site with Udom.
Then we will tear it down again. Do you know what propaganda by the deed means? It means we set an example by our actions. It means we send a message.
Makes you think anyone's gonna listen.
Because it is fun. You have not lived until you have taken a hammer to the establishment. Come on now. Do you want to be dull and boring and servile like everyone else? Or do you want to break some rules?
Cassandra, haven't you watched any of this playthrough yet? I'll help you out.
You might be the first stroke of luck I've had all day. Thank you. I'm in your debt.
So I can't get the data anymore. That's fine. I don't care about it. What's the build? I am high in charm, high in intellect, low in body stats. So I think I'm -1 on strength, and I'm fine on dex, and I have 1 perception. The general idea of the character is there'll be a sniper, and the companions will run into the battle and actually do the tanking kind of stuff. I'll just be laying back, kind of pot-shotting headshots in TTD. At range, and the general archetype of the character and their affiliations are, I'm typically like supporting workers' causes, like anti-corporatism kind of stuff. What will I get myself if I help you out? Don't flatter yourself. Expect you to pay me for the trouble. This doesn't make us friends. Hold on, I have some questions about you. I still want to know. What do you intend to do with the research?
Sell it, of course. I don't have any use for the scribblings of idiotic scientists, but whoever gave me this tip obviously does. Assuming I make it out of this place alive. And with my ship out of commission, I'll have to leave on foot and hope my luck changes. One problem at a time, I suppose.
With your ship out of commission, you'll leave on foot. Is she a companion? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. I hope she's a companion. Because I have a ship. Okay, how'd you get on with this mess?
I have been asking myself the same question. Our tactics were sound, but no battle plan survives contact with the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
We were acting on a good tip, but the tip never mentioned the Raps. When we hit the lab, those Raps got loose. Tore through as many of ours as theirs.
You act like corporations are your enemy. What do you have against them?
From the day we are born, we are made to obey. Never question, never hope. Never dream of anything greater than the lot appointed to us.
And in your case, never doing an honest day's work, apparently.
Oh, shut up, Max.
Corporations expect us to work until the day we die.
Knock.
But they could not give a half-bit shit about our lives.
I just wanted to hear it.
No one asks why anymore. The establishment tells us to live here, work there, eat that, drink this. All our choices are made for us, so we forget we ever had a choice.
Mm-hmm.
I am doing this because I can. Because it thrills me. Because I take a deep and profound pleasure from stabbing at the heart of corporate power, no matter how shallow the wound.
I wish I had Felix in this conversation, because I think Felix would have a lot to say. What do I get myself if I help you out?
Nothing beyond the purview of a talented freelancer like you.
I can talk the guards into leaving, but your people have to let them pass, or tell me what you know about the Raps.
You really expect me to just let them pass? Why? So they can regroup behind their walls and mount another assault? Never mind. I'm obviously in no position to argue with you. If you can talk those guards into standing down, my people will follow suit.
She's kind of right on that one as well. Good God! Ceteri, thank you again for another donation. 37 AUD. That makes sense. Ooh, hang on. I'm gonna have to change the dimensions of this so I can actually see what that says. That makes sense. I watch what you think is good to post on YouTube, not what I want you to post. I hope what I did today made more people stay on Twitch and see your home-like feeling YT. The events viewer is a little difficult. I can't currently see the end of the message. There we go. I hope what I did today made more people stay on Twitch and see your home-like feeling YT channel. Here's hoping as well. Much appreciated, Ceteri. You've been incredibly generous over the course of the stream. Sincerely appreciated. Let's get these recent events back docked. and then I can get back into the game. Ah. Damn it. I have accidentally completely screwed my own setup. This is what I get for reading. It's kind of referring to the ASMR response. Ah, right. Yeah, there will definitely be one. Don't worry. Much appreciated. I can't even get it to pop back in, so I'm just gonna close that for the moment. Sincerely appreciated, Cedric. There's something else I need to know.
I'll help however I can.
Tell me what about the Raps.
A Raptidon is an apex predator, native to the jungles of Monarch. They are entirely unsuited to life on Terra 2, which may account for their horrible temper and appetite.
And you expect me to take out an entire pack of these things? That was an unexpectedly scientific answer. I do want to know that.
What? Do not give me that look. I am allowed to have hobbies. Biology happens to be one of them. Yes, we accidentally released the Raps into the world when we attacked this place. But I am not at fault here. Those scientists had no business experimenting on these creatures.
What was it? Don't give me that look. It's an unexpectedly scientific answer. I think she is a companion. She's already demonstrated like a strong personality, as well as having like a diverse skill set. Kinda does sound like she might be a companion. You expect me to take down an entire pack?
Oh, for goodness sake. They are just animals. Aggressive, territorial, frightened, and very probably hungry animals, but they die to gunfire like anything else. I do remember one of those feckless scientists yammering something about a Raptidon suppression system.
Perfect. Where can I find him?
How should I know? I left his body where I shot him.
Right.
Take your time. I am, to my chagrin, not going anywhere.
Okay, we have not passed the Uncanny Valley in terms of waving. It's a good wave, I gotta admit. There's value to it.
Reminds me of medical school.
Sex mace. Sedative gas canister. A label on the canister states Auntie Cleo's Raptigorn. It's guaranteed to render even the largest Raptidon unconscious for no less than 6 hours and has a refreshing antiseptic scent. Should get a method of gas dispersal be found, this canister could prove very useful. I will take it. Recalibrate equipment immediately. Beautiful. Let's enter confirmation to complete extraction process. So I think this is the extraction process that will get us the gets us the stuff for Orson or whatever. Vaughn. Wells? Orson Vaughn? Orson someone? Damn it. Let's look at the experiment logs first. Oh! Cortez. I think they were Cortez. Vaughn Cortez, that was it. Okay. So far, the musk extraction is coming along nicely. Pressure levels seem to be staying even, and variance in the samples seems to be an acceptable tolerance. I thought these wraps smelled bad on the out. And I thought they smelled bad on the outside. Star Wars reference. Now that they're cut open, everyone is likely to avoid my lab for the rest of the day while I finish this up. Wait a sec, there must be some commotion going on in the hall. The alarm just went off. Must be a damn security. And let me see what's going on. I don't actually know what I want to do with the machine yet. I think I might accidentally, prevent myself from being able to do something by using it early without knowing how to use it. Okay. It'd be cool if the if the NPCs appearances differed from game to game. I wonder how difficult that would be to do, because they are definitely just models. But I think it's that you might have to develop so many more models, because obviously, like, you can't just completely randomize things except for, like, random townsfolk. If you're doing a zoom up in their face, then you're going to need something that kind of looks cohesive as a person. take the Raptor Prod. Assuming... Yep. It's a two-handed melee with Mr. Zap. Damage type is shock. It's apparently a legendary weapon of some kind. Pick a max. No? Ellie? I think, honestly, the Raptor Prod should probably be just given to... What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Felix. There we go. Himbo. You know what? I'm not going to call him Felix anymore. The Himbo energy is so large, and I forget his name so often that it's just Himbo to me now on. Sorry, bud. Yeah, it feels like the focal point of the lab was definitely the other side. Okay, let's go back over and see what we can do. Just play around on the machine for a bit. Also, I need to... Oh my god, what did I pick up? Oh, it's the coolant. The coolant container is what's going to be taking all of my inventory here. It's 2:38 for me. I have to go to bed. Good night. I'll catch you around, Zeddery. Thank you very much for joining for the stream and for your incredible generosity over the course of it. Much appreciated. Sleep well. Alright, let's recalibrate experiment. I mean... Yeah. Also, apparently in distress signal, I can still acquire Anton's research. Interesting. That's level 13. Time to make a hard decision. Long guns to 80. Long gun critical hits, ignore 100% armor. I think that's the point at which, like, we go ridiculous. Joined the stream like 20 minutes ago. I have so many questions I want to ask you, but I feel like that might spoil my inevitable second playthrough. That's the feeling that I have as well. Like, I want to have, like, a second save file that I play off stream, but only up until I get to the point that I am on stream. But I think that will end up, like, if I choose different things, spoiling things for me about the world as well. It's rough. I kind of do want to go long guns to 80. I think we'll leave it there for a bit. Oh, right, and I didn't actually fix our inventory. That's my bad. This seems kind of garbage to me. But again, I shouldn't actually just be junking all of this stuff yet. So let's just junk the obviously garbage ones. And the ones that I have so many multiples of. Yeah, Mark II seemed good on that. We already have a whole load of those. Yeah, I don't need 2 light Mark IIs, I don't think. I think that's us good for so far, but as soon as I pick up my next thing, I'm going back down, so. Factory stock armor plating. It has +7 on sneak. I actually do want to keep that one. This one goes bye-bye. Leaded armor from Hephaestus. It has 4 different slots, and it's got two-handed melee +7. And there's one for one-handed melee, and it's a lot of armor. Like, heavy. Yeah, we're keeping those. Definitely keeping those. Obviously, no helmets. You kidding me? We already know. Not allowed to wear helmets. I probably should be considering the possibility of changing into the outfit of areas, because I have been told that, or rather, like, it was implied earlier in the game, that actually does have an impact. Okay, which side did I enter from? I'm guessing this is the side we haven't gone to then. Apparently I was wrong. Fine. There's a vendor though. Yeah, I mean, I could sell the stuff to the vendor, but I'm also doing quite well in terms of money right now. So I don't really need that.
I'll keep quiet.
Much appreciated. Oh, hang on. The sniper's not getting hit. Yeah. What's up, bud?
Move along.
I'm sorry I killed a lot of your friends on the way in. If it helps at all, I only did it because they fought me. Okay, that's another gas container. Welcome, H. Braden. From R. Argwal to H. Braden. Subject, Raptidon sedative. Hans, I have good news and I have bad news. The bad news is we have a spread problem. Thanks to our metal monsters chomping on the wires, our ventilation system is temporarily offline. If your Raptidons are cranky, you will find you need to sedate them manually. Bring a few canisters of sedative and hook it up to the auxiliary terminal in the main research chamber. The good news is that my Hephaestus hammers clobbered your precious resource ranges. Would you care for Auntie Cleo's typical pasta sauce with your humble pie? Oh, Han. And then we have G. Backer.
Hans, please explain the unmitigated disaster I'm currently holding in my hand. I have here a form approving the relocation of our Raptidon mother to the main hull, a form signed by you. First of all, the structural integrity of our Raptidon tanks are not nearly sufficient enough to contain an enraged Raptidon mother. Secondly, Raptidons are notoriously territorial and entirely protective of their wrong. Please stop me if I'm using too many numbers for you. I know you have a problem with basic arithmetic, seeing as how you don't seem to realize that Raptidon mother plus Raptidon tank equals murder. Respectfully yours, Gale.
I must now go. Sorry, I must know, what are the stats of the moon helmet? Also, I missed a golden pilfer and under my not tabbing. My apologies missing that golden pilfer. I always feel awful after having accidentally missed my own. The moon stats, actually, there's two moon stats. So the one that I'm wearing. Where's the one that I'm wearing? Oh my god, I gave it to the wrong person. I gave it to Ellie. Oops. I have been one temperament down this whole time. Thank you for asking me this question. It'll get me a temperament. So they either have lie +5 or one temperament for the defective one. Okay, so we know that the main hall, right? Yeah, Raptidon mother's in the main hall, and then the sedative needs to go in the auxiliary terminal in the main resource chamber. So let's, I assume both of those are the same room, just being referred to two different ways by two different people. I could sneak around the outside of this room right now, but I don't want to do it yet, just in case. Eliminate the outlaws is down in that direction. Raptidon, security, and this over here is Raptidons. Where is the main hall going to be? It is that. Surely. Vaughn's lab, Anson's office, Porter's office. Yeah, the only thing that can be described as the main hall is through here. Stats are plus aesthetic. Stats are plus Moon Man.